The video game industry has grown exponentially over the last 30 to 40 years, with so many people from around the globe logging in on a daily basis to get a piece of the action. Whether it's to level up their avatar, start a new quest, or go head to head with a friend, a generation has now grown up with a controller in their hands. But what happens when games become so important to a community that fantasy worlds are entwined with reality? Games have literally become part of their memories, part of their story. If this is true, then we need to ask, is there anything spiritual about video games? And if there is, what does that mean? To answer this question, we need to go back in time, where games lived on tapes and floppy disks, where you waited with bated breath, hoping the start screen would finally appear. This is where the journey began. It was mainly a kid's world, but this is where so many of us spent our time. In these moments we entered new worlds, however basic they may now seem. The graphics, the music, the friends we journeyed with, they left an imprint on our minds, a place of serenity or peace that we link to our past. Maybe they remind us of an easier time. Maybe they remind us of a loved one now gone. Maybe they were a comfort in our loneliness. Even in our earliest years, these games were part of our journey. Now into the 1990s, gaming stepped up a level. As the industry grew and technology advanced, developers could now create more immersive worlds. So many legendary games hit the shelves at that time. There are too many to mention, but here's a few. Final Fantasy VII on the PlayStation. When I first played this, I was amazed at the vastness of the world and taken in by the anime art style. The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time on the N64. Nintendo managed to create such a tranquil place, it felt like a dream. And Metal Gear Solid on the PlayStation. From the opening cutscene, I was hooked. It was like playing a movie. What a legendary game. Now it really felt like we were entering new worlds. Now we all have our favourite gaming moments, when everything just came together. The people, the timing, the atmosphere, and the game itself. For me, it was Christmas 1998, and I'd recently purchased the N64 expansion pack, ready for a new game. That game was none other than Turok 2. That's right, when the whole world was fighting to get hold of Zelda, this is the game I wanted. Barely known today, it's become a bit of a cult classic. But at the time, with the help of N64's boosted memory, it was fantastic. The graphic looks amazing, the music was immersive, the atmosphere was tense and exciting. I couldn't put it down. You see, I just resonated with the whole experience and it drew me in. The main protagonist, Joshua Fireseed, protected reality from evil in an unseen realm. That realm filled me with wonder. I wished I could escape to be there, that I could be free from this empty place, that I could have clear and tangible purpose. Gaming had started to become almost transcendent. Gaming had become a spiritual experience. So video games became my focus. I thought about them every day. I wanted to get closer to that world. You see, I was an awkward and quiet kid, but I found a lot of pleasure in games. It was an escape, it was an adventure, but there was a problem. It wasn't real. I remember one day looking up at my house, realising that all these journeys, battles, victories and experiences had all been lived out in my little room. None of it really mattered. After a while, games seemed to lose their vibrance. The life I once felt seemed to be fading. Reality was much more cold and empty. Everything seemed meaningless. Eternity was in my heart, but I couldn't find it. The Bible puts it like this in Ecclesiastes 3:11. He has made everything beautiful in its time. He has also set eternity in the human heart. Yet no one can fathom what God has done from beginning to end. Maybe God was trying to get my attention through the games. I was yearning for something more, but I couldn't find it. You see, no matter how great games are, they are never really enough. The journey always eventually comes to an end. The experience doesn't last forever. Relationships we build often fade over time. The truth is, we can't base our lives on something so temporary. I had to look deeper and higher to find what I was looking for. It's often in our darkest moments that we're able to see the light clearly. That's when I really found Jesus Christ. You see, I already went to church, but religion just won't cut it. You have to find him for yourself, and then the true journey begins. Gaming is still a great escape, but true meaning and purpose come from above. So I ask you, friend, I ask you, my fellow gamer, don't leave it too late. We all need to put the controller down sometimes and pick up the Bible to find who we really are. Thanks for listening to my video.